Hello out there in Radio Land. This is meteorologist Joel Curtis with the National Weather Service with your statewide weather. Starting out with today's weather, we got a couple of strong systems moving into our area. First one is a 960 millibar low over the northwestern Bering Sea. It's moving across the northeastern Russia coast. It has a pretty strong cold front with it that's going to come up to the west coast. In the meantime, we have a 962 millibar low entering the Gulf of Alaska from the south. Very strong system. It's got storm force winds and also an occluded front wrapped all around the low, spreading precipitation and wind onto the southeast Alaska coast. So we're looking at our warnings for the Juneau area. We've got a couple of high wind warnings from about Yakutat down to Baranof Island, and then we have a flood watch for much of northern and southeast Alaska. So tonight, that system moves further up into the Gulf. It weakens to 978 millibars, but the front is just about to the coast, and it's spreading heavy precipitation out in front of it, and also those strong winds. And then also our Bering Sea front is moving up to the Pribilofs, and it's coming up to the west coast. On Wednesday, we see that a secondary low now has formed off of Nunivak Island at about 988 millibars. The front is entering Bristol Bay, and it's also moving up to the western coast. Still somewhat windy conditions and some pretty good precipitation out ahead of this system along the west coast. And then a secondary low is now gone into made landfall about Icy Bay at around 1,000 millibars or so, and spraying precipitation inland again for southeast Alaska. And then finally for Thursday, that low is really weakened near the Gulf of Anadyr, about 992 millibars. Lots of troughs around that low, and the operable word for the state is going to be showers. Snow showers inland, rain showers out by the coastal areas and over the maritime areas, and then also a weak cold front is forming up in the Gulf of Alaska. And that will also spread precipitation into southeast. So this is meteorologist Joel Curtis with your Alaska weather.